welcome back to Walk and Talk with Debs. So this one's going to be a little bit shorter, I think, because there's roadworks happening on the road at the top. I don't know if you can hear it right now. I can, but it means I won't actually be able to vlog on that road because of the roadworks, because you won't be able to hear me, and I probably won't even be able to hear myself. And there's wind, so let's see if you can actually hear me at all in this video, because I've had issues with wind before. So on the bridge, just like calling this the troll bridge. So this week I want to talk about food. Food? Yes, food. And the reason I want to talk about food is because England is known for having bland food. We're home of fish and chips. We invented a particular curry. Oh, something is attacking me. I was born into, I say, a mixed family. My mum was born in the West Indies, and so I've got a lot of family out in the West Indies, and my dad is just very English. Let's get off the bridge. I think it rained last night, so I'm kind of wary of crossing the field. Oh, I'm just going to go for it. Slightly quicker to go across the field. But yeah, so, you know, I've got the West Indies in me, I've got the English side on my dad's side. I can even track down my entire Bartlett family to a town in Dorset. So hello, if you're a Bartlett from Dorset. There's a good chance I'm not related to you, because actually I think there was about 3 or 4 different Bartlett families in Dorset at the same time that aren't actually related to each other. So, but hey, you've got a Percy, a Richard and a Donald who are brothers in your family. There's a good chance you're related to me. When I talk about food, you know, I've been brought up with flavour. You know, I was eating chilli and garlic from when I was very, very little, and we've been introducing my niece to flavours and stuff. I mean, some of her favourite meals include garlic, and obviously it's not like huge amounts of garlic, it's only a little amount, but obviously she enjoys that flavour, as do we. And, you know, the fact that she has got that West Indian blood in her means that we think she'll probably be alright down the road, you know, as she starts experimenting with different foods when she's older. And I must admit, I'm a big foodie. I love food, I love cooking, I love playing with flavours. I do a mean fake away, if I do say so myself. So I thank you for the Hairy Biker's Diet book that kind of introduced me to the idea of the fake away, of making your own curries and making your own Thai green curry, making your own like sweet and sour sauce and stuff like that. As I think I've gotten pretty good at it. I mean, people seem to enjoy my food anyway when I cook it. And last night I was trying to use up the stuff that was in the fridge, because we don't have much in the house at the moment. And we had like 3 courgettes, we had some mushrooms, we had like chilli and garlic, and we had a load of homegrown tomatoes. I was just like, oh, I think I might use them up. So I made courgette. I got a spiralizer out and spiralised all the courgettes, and then I put the chilli and the garlic and the tomatoes and the mushrooms in a pan and just, you know, created a sauce with that, with some pesto. And then once the sauce was cooked, I added the raw courgette to cook off for about 2 minutes, and it was beautiful. It was delicious. I say it's one of the easiest meals you can make, and obviously it's just with a bit of chilli and garlic, but a Worcester sauce, and the flavour. I mean, I usually put in a veggie stock pot as well, but I didn't have a veggie one, so I used a chicken one. I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't actually eat meat very often, because I mean that was an entirely vegetarian meal when you take out the stock. I say don't be scared of flavour. Obviously if you don't like chilli you don't have to eat it, but you know, if you're trying to experiment with cooking and different foods and stuff, I mean, my parents always taught me just to try anything, and if you don't like it, you don't like it, which I think is a good way to go, because my mum is actually extremely picky. I'm not really a fish person, I don't do fishy fish, but I do like meatier fish like cod and haddock, and I do actually really like shellfish. I tried mussels for the first time when I was must have been about 13 or something, on a trip to France, and I really enjoyed them, but I had the bad luck of there being a bad one in there and I got sick, and then I started to associate mussels with being sick, which made me feel like I was allergic to them. But then I think it was the last time I went to Disney, so what was that, about 1.5 years ago or something, and we had like this buffet style thing, and there were mussels there, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna eat one. If I don't feel well, then we'll know that I'm allergic to it. But if not, then I can remind myself that I do enjoy mussels and that I can eat them. And, you know, I think I had 1 or 2 and I was fine. I wasn't sick or anything. So obviously I'm not allergic to mussels. But plus, I think actually if I was allergic to mussels, it would mean I was allergic to other shellfish as well. So, and I don't get sick when I eat anything else. And they do say that you have to be careful when it comes to mussels because of the way they need to be cooked. You know, I think it's if they're already open, they're already bad or something. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go along. I am at the gym. See you later.
1 hour later.
Did I tell you I got some new trainers? You probably saw them at the beginning. But yeah, they're cute, aren't they? Nice and bright. Yeah, they were originally my mum's. But they were just a bit big for her. So I tried them on and they fit perfectly with my orthotics. So it's just like I managed to go shopping without leaving the house, which was very nice. Workout done, feeling very good. So back on the field, back on the way home, trying to figure out if I want to do my step workout today or not. I guess we'll figure that out when I get there. But yeah, back to food. It's okay to like food. I do like food. In fact, I actually say that the reason I go to the gym is so that I can eat. I just love playing with flavours. As I said before, you know, I mean, I was taught that every meal starts with like chilli and garlic in a pan, and onion. If you had a look at like everything that I've got like saved on my Instagram, it's fitness workouts that I can do at home. And food. It's all recipes that I want to like change slightly. I never do it exactly as it is like on the videos on Instagram, because a lot of them are American recipes, which means that there's a lot of butter involved. Whereas America likes to start off with butter rather than oil. But then because I don't have a gallbladder anymore, I can't eat particularly oily food. Like when I'm doing like a pesto, I won't add any extra oil because it's already quite oily in itself. So I'll usually drain the oil off and cook off the spices at the beginning with a little bit of pesto sauce because there's already oil in it. Because yeah, if I have too oily foods, my digestive system kind of goes into overdrive and I just leave it at that. The way I eat changed dramatically after I had my gallbladder out, because, well, first of all, they say don't eat anything oily, try to go to a low-fat diet if you can. I think almost straight away I was back like on my chilies and my curries and stuff, but it's because I've been brought up eating like that. So I was gutted when I was told I wouldn't be able to eat certain things after I had my gallbladder out. But yeah, my mum had a gallbladder out the same year as me, and my best friend had her gallbladder out the same year as me. And my mum didn't have any problems after she had a gallbladder out, whereas me and my friend both had the same problems after we had our gallbladders out. Basically, when you have your gallbladder out, gallbladder stores all the bile. So without that storage, there's a continuous kind of dripping of bile into your intestines, basically. This is like the lamest terms explaining this. There's probably a lot more to it than this. Like, this is how I've been explained it. Yes, this is a continuous drip of bile going into your digestive system, and bile is a natural laxative. I'm just going to put that there. So now you've got an idea of what I was going through. Maybe at some point I might do a video kind of explaining kind of what I went through in the lead up to being diagnosed, because it took me a very long time to get diagnosed with gallstones, because they don't really see it as much in younger people unless it's like dramatic weight loss or something, because that was what happened to my friend. My friend lost a lot of weight, hence resulting in the gallstones, whereas me, we can't quite pinpoint why it happened, but we have managed to figure out that it was happening for a very, very long time. My mum has kind of put it back to issues I had when I was in primary school, and I was, what, 24 when I had my gallbladder out? And so the fact that my mum can remember things that I went through in primary school, and was just like, that might have had something to do with it. And I was just like, really? Depending on how busy it is, I feel like I might actually be up for doing my step workout. Yeah, if there's too many people around, I won't. Can Can you hear all of that? That's all the roadworks that's happening. It's completely changed my route to work, because normally it's just a straight road down into town and then onto the main road to my job. But because of the roadworks, I kind of have to go in the opposite direction and then turn around. So this was a conversation about food, but basically I did have issues with figuring out what I could eat and what I couldn't eat after I had my gallbladder out. And since lightening up on the dairy, not eliminating it, just lightening up on the dairy products has made a huge difference. Because I used to be given powders to help normalise what was happening in my body, but then a couple of years ago I was able to stop it, and stopping that kind of brought my thyroid levels back down again, because it's been a whole journey with this gallbladder digestive problems, which then led on to thyroid problems, but they were all connected through either the original issue with my gallbladder or with the medication I was taking to sort out the after effects. Yeah, I might do like a story time or something to go into it in a little bit more detail. But I've reached the stairs, so I'm going to end it here because I'm at the stairs, and beyond this you probably won't be able to hear me. So thanks for watching my video this week. If you do like these videos, you can give me a thumbs up, you can chat to me in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell notifications if you want to know when I upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Mwah.